As a doctor, I've seen many patients who walk every day, yet still develop knee pain, fatigue, even heart issues. So let me ask you, what if your daily walk is not helping you, but quietly harming you after 50? Walking is one of the most powerful and safest exercises we recommend, especially after the age of 50. It supports your heart, improves circulation, strengthens your muscles, and even protects your brain. But here's the part most people don't understand. Walking is only beneficial when it is done correctly. Over the years, I've noticed that many people make small, unnoticed mistakes in their walking routine. These mistakes may seem harmless, but over time they can lead to joint damage, poor posture, low energy levels, and even increased risk of injury. In this video, I will explain the 7 most common walking mistakes after 50, what is actually happening inside your body, and how you can fix them in a simple, practical way. Please watch carefully, because one of these mistakes is extremely common and often ignored. Mistake 1. Starting too fast without preparing the body. Let me explain this in a simple way. After the age of 50, your body naturally changes. Your muscles become slightly less flexible, your joints produce less lubricating fluid, and your cardiovascular system takes a bit more time to adjust to sudden activity. When you start walking too fast right from the beginning, your body is not ready. Your heart rate rises sharply, your muscles are forced to work without proper preparation, and your joints absorb more impact than they should. This increases the risk of muscle strain and joint discomfort, especially in the knees and hips. Scientifically, your body needs a gradual increase in blood flow and oxygen delivery to function efficiently. That is why I always recommend starting your walk slowly for at least 5 to 10 minutes. This allows your muscles to warm up, your joints to become more flexible, and your heart to adjust safely. Think of it like starting a car engine. You don't immediately drive at high speed, you allow it to warm up first. Now here is something interesting. Many people think they are doing well just because they are walking regularly, but the way they carry their body during the walk can completely change the outcome. Mistake 2. Poor posture, that reduces oxygen and increases pain. When I observe people walking, I often see a common pattern. Head bent forward, shoulders rounded and eyes looking down. This posture may feel comfortable, but from a medical perspective it creates multiple problems. When your head moves forward, it increases the load on your neck and upper spine. Your shoulder muscles become tight, and your chest area compresses. This directly affects your breathing. When your chest is compressed, your lungs cannot expand fully. As a result, your body receives less oxygen. Reduced oxygen supply leads to faster fatigue, reduced stamina, and even mental tiredness. Over time, this posture can also contribute to chronic neck and back pain. A correct posture is very simple. Keep your head aligned with your spine, relax your shoulders, and keep your chest slightly open. This allows proper breathing, better balance, and more efficient movement. In medicine, we always say, good posture is not just about appearance, it is about function. But even if your posture is correct, there is another critical factor that directly affects your joints with every step you take. Mistake 3. Wearing improper shoes that damage your joints. Your feet are the foundation of your entire body. After 50, the natural cushioning under your feet decreases and your arches may weaken. If you wear shoes that do not provide proper support, every step you take sends force upward, from your feet to your knees, hips, and lower back. This repeated stress can gradually lead to joint pain, inflammation, and conditions like plantar fasciitis. Many patients come to me with knee or heel pain, and often the root cause is not their walking itself but their footwear. Proper walking shoes should provide cushioning, arch support, and stability. They should fit comfortably, not too tight, not too loose. Good shoes help absorb shock and distribute pressure evenly. This protects your joints and allows you to walk longer without discomfort. Remember, every step you take is either protecting your body or slowly wearing it down. Now here is something that surprises many people. Sometimes the problem is not how you walk, but how often you walk. Mistake 4. Lack of balance, either too little or too much walking. From a medical standpoint, both inactivity and overactivity can be harmful. When you walk too little, your muscles weaken, your joints become stiff, and your metabolism slows down. This increases the risk of weight gain, diabetes, and heart disease. On the other hand, when you walk excessively without giving your body time to recover, it leads to overuse injuries. Your joints experience continuous stress, your muscles remain fatigued, and small micro-damages begin to accumulate. Over time, this can lead to chronic pain and inflammation. The key principle here is balance. Your body needs consistent movement along with adequate recovery. Moderate walking most days of the week combined with rest when needed provides the best results. In simple terms, your body does not need extreme effort. It needs regular, balanced care. But there is another important factor that many people completely ignore before and after their walk. Mistake 5. Skipping warm-up and cool down. From a physiological perspective, your body cannot instantly switch from rest to activity and back to rest again. When you skip warming up, your muscles remain tight and your joints are not fully prepared for movement. This increases the risk of strain and injury. Similarly, when you stop walking suddenly without cooling down, your heart rate drops quickly and blood circulation slows abruptly. This can cause lightheadedness, fatigue, and stiffness. A proper warm-up helps increase blood flow, activates your muscles, and prepares your body for movement. A proper cool down allows your heart rate to return to normal gradually and helps your muscles relax. Even a few minutes of gentle walking or stretching before and after your walk can make a significant difference. In medicine, we consider this an essential part of safe physical activity, not an optional step. Now let me explain another issue that becomes more common with age, but often goes unnoticed. Mistake 6. Not maintaining proper hydration. As you age, your body's ability to sense thirst decreases. This means you may not feel thirsty even when your body actually needs fluids. During walking, your body loses water through breathing and mild sweating. Even slight dehydration can affect your performance. It can reduce blood circulation efficiency, cause muscle cramps, lead to fatigue, and affect your balance. Poor balance significantly increases the risk of falls, which can be dangerous after 50. Drinking water before and after your walk helps maintain proper circulation, supports muscle function, and keeps your energy levels stable. Hydration is not only important during intense exercise, it is equally important during simple activities like walking. Finally, there is one mistake that limits your progress without you even realizing it. Mistake 7. Lack of variation in walking routine. Your body is highly adaptive. When you repeat the same activity in the same way every day, your body becomes efficient at it, but stops improving. This means your muscles are no longer challenged, your endurance plateaus, and your overall benefits decrease. Additionally, doing the same routine repeatedly can reduce mental engagement and motivation. To keep your body active and improving, you need small variations. This could be changing your walking route, adjusting your pace, or adding slight inclines. These changes stimulate different muscle groups, improve cardiovascular response, and keep your mind engaged. From a medical perspective, variation is essential for continuous improvement and long-term health. So what is the most important lesson here? Walking is not just about movement, it is about how you move. Small mistakes, repeated daily, can lead to long-term problems, but small corrections, practiced consistently, can completely transform your health. As a doctor, my advice is simple. Do not just walk correctly. Start slowly, maintain proper posture, wear supportive shoes, stay hydrated, balance your routine, and always prepare and recover your body properly. These simple steps can protect your joints, improve your energy, and help you stay active for many years. If you found this video helpful, subscribe for more science-based health guidance explained in a simple way. And let me know in the comments, have you noticed any of these mistakes in your daily walking routine? Your next walk could be the beginning of a healthier life.